The gods of the warp. Any no. What? The stream's dead. Not again, dude. Really? For fuck's sake. Fucking stream, man. What is going on today? It went off for a couple of seconds. I don't know what's going on. It's been fine on mine because I've got my stream manager open, which shows me the stream. Not just like this. Like I've actually got it open on
Gale's
Twitch.
cursed me. Fucking asshole.
So I don't know what the fuck's going on. Why is it doing this to me? Shitting in my mouth today. Never mind cream eggs up the bum. I'm getting fucking bum eggs in the mouth. Oh, my ass is hurting. Not from cream eggs or anything like that. Like, not that. I mean, just from sitting on this chair for fucking hours on end. Oh. Oh, it's fine now. Right, okay. Jacka. I think Horus is selling his soul. Ooh. Ooh. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think this entity is that he's talking to? It said it's an entity from the warp and it speaks on behalf of the gods of the warp. So, that geezer that Horus was talking to, he's not even the big cheese. He's not even the boss. He's just talking on behalf of him. He's just a mouthpiece. But he said, what did he say? He said, I will pledge, Horus said, I will pledge my my forces to your gods after I have dealt with what needs to be dealt with on Istvan. Because my warriors must do this alone. And when they come through it, they will be tempered into the steel blade that I will aim at the heart of the Emperor. That's what he said. Jesky, it's the weather. It's too hot. Even Twitch is giving up. Do you know what? It fucking very well could be. It's not my laptop, though. My laptop's absolutely fine. Got the big old fan unit on it now, hasn't it? So it's not that. I don't know whether it's the internet or Twitch. It's either... I don't know. I don't know is the answer. You know what I mean? I'm not an expert. Jacka, you need a more fluffy chair. I do need a better chair, to be fair. Where did I get this one from? I got this off Amazon. I think it was like 60 quid or something. But, I mean, it does the job. It's fine. It's fine. It's just when I've been sat down for like, fucking, how long have I been sat here for? Since what? 6:30? Nearly 9 o'clock now. Like 2.5 hours I've been sat here. And the hour before. And then I've been sat here all day as well, like, recording shit. So, I've been sat here all day. That's probably why my ass is hurting. The official Atomic. I honestly think you can do an amazing D&D campaign with that narration, Jason. Oh, thanks. I play D&D every Friday with my friends. With Steve and Gav. I've only ever DM'd. I've only ever been a dungeon master once. like a proper dungeon master for like a proper campaign. I did a campaign here for Steve, Gav, and Brad, and I was the dungeon master on that. We did a level 20 campaign. I've dungeon mastered before for my kids and stuff, like when we play Dungeons and Dragons with the kids and that, but just like little dungeons or whatever. But yeah, I love Dungeons and Dragons. I play it every Friday. I didn't play last Friday though, because I was like dying. But yeah, I play Dungeons and Dragons every Friday. Every now and again, I'll play it with the kids, and every like twice a year, our D&D group, we go away to this 700-year-old cottage for a weekend and play Dungeons and Dragons like all weekend. It's wild good. It's fucking sick. It's awesome. I love Dungeons and Dragons. It is whatever you make it. That's why it's so sick. Chaka, I mean, there must be powerful gods in the warp. Possibly. Did anybody notice the symbol that Erebus drew in the ground when he was writing the symbols to make contact with this entity in the warp? Did anyone notice what one of the symbols was? Want me to give you a clue? That. Is that. That's the symbol he drew in the floor. An 8-pointed star. That's what he drew. Jesky's fella, I got it tattooed on the side of my neck. Legend. I need to get a Chaos Star tattooed on me. I need a Warhammer tattoo. I was thinking about getting like a chest piece with, oh, nearly said a spoiler then, so I won't say that. But I'm thinking of getting a Warhammer chest piece. Leeds J, how far ahead is the Siege of Terror? Right at the end. Like right at the end of the series. I would say about 67 books away. It's right at the end. The Siege of Terror is the end. It's like the final act is the Siege of Terror. Martin, it's better than your old COVID chair. Oh my god, it is, isn't it? Remember that chair? It was just like a cheapo kitchen chair, wasn't it? It is better than that. Official Atomic, I love it too, but I never got to play. Just find some people, man. You can find them on forums and stuff. Find a group and just play, because you can play it online. That's how I do it every Friday, and then we play it in person, like around a table, twice a year. In like it's like this 700-800-year-old cottage in Wales. It's well good. It's middle of nowhere, and then we're just there for a weekend, playing Dungeons and Dragons and shit. It's fucking sick. Jesky, I've never played it, but I'd love to learn how to. It's so easy. You can play it completely for free. You can literally play it for free. Because there's a website called D&D Beyond, and you can make a free account on there, and you just make your character. Like, you make your character sheet on that. And then you can just play it like that. You don't need anything. You don't even need models. You don't need anything. Because you can roll the dice on the website. You can play it totally for free if you want to. Yeah, it's dead easy as well. Like you can with the rules, you can either do them like exactly as they're written, or you can just fucking make it up. Like, it doesn't matter. It's a role-playing game. Like, it's what it is you have a dungeon master, and all you have to think of the dungeon master is a referee. Like, they're facilitating what you want to do. So, for example, so you're not playing against anyone. You're not playing against the dungeon master. The dungeon master and the players, you're all collaborating to create a story effectively. Like, I mean, you can get some dungeon masters who are like actively trying to kill players, like, but that's not how we play. We play it as a role-playing game. And so, for example, the dungeon master would say, you walk out of the woods, and as the trees become more sparse, you enter a clearing, and in front of you, about 20 feet away, is the side of a cliff, like a rock face. In the cliff is a cave mouth. What do you want to do? And then you'll just say, like, I'd say, I walk up to the cave mouth and see if I can hear anything in there. And then the dungeon master would say, roll for perception. So then, if you had a physical character sheet, you'd have a look at what your perception skill is and what bonus it gives you. So it'll give you like a bonus. So say my perception was +3. So then if I was playing in real life, I'd get a D20, a 20-sided dice. I'd roll it, and then whatever number comes up, I'd add my perception bonus, which would be 3. So say I rolled 15, I'd add 3 to it, and then I'd say, oh, I rolled an 18. And that would be very high, generally. So then the dungeon master would say, as you lean towards the mouth of the cave, you can hear wind rushing through, and just beyond the sound of the wind, you can hear running water, like a waterfall or possibly a river. And then you choose what you want to do next. So what they're doing is, what the dungeon master's job is to tell you, is to set the scene, and then when you tell them what you want to do, they tell you how you can achieve that with a dice roll. That's it. That's literally it. That's literally how easy it is. Like, that's how simple it is. That's boiling it down to its simplest. That's what Dungeons and Dragons is. And then it can get, like, then obviously you can get into combat, which is, well, you've played Baldur's Gate 3, haven't you? If you've played Baldur's Gate 3, you've played Dungeons and Dragons. It's exactly that. Baldur's Gate 3 is the closest to actual Dungeons and Dragons I have ever seen a game come. It is almost exactly the same. How limitless it is. Do you know what I mean? Baldur's Gate 3 is like as close as it's gonna get for a long time. How you can almost try anything. In Dungeons and Dragons, you can try anything. Like, you can try anything. Official Atomic. Paul Queechy D&D villain arc when... Oh, Paul Queechy was the quintessential D&D hero, weren't he? Going around just penis first around Baldur's Gate. Jesky, I'll definitely have to give it a go. Can you put the website in the Discord for me so I don't forget? Yeah, absolutely. Of course I can. I'll put it in the Dungeons and Dragons channel in the Discord. I'll bang it in there for you after I finish the stream. But it is really easy. It can be as easy or as complicated as you want it. That's the beauty of it. That's why I can play it with my kids. Do you know what I mean? Because I can simplify everything for them. I can make it super easy for them. You know what I mean? That's what's so good. Official Atomic. I wonder if we'll ever have a Discord D&D night. Oh, that'd be... I don't think we'd be able to do that. It'd just be too difficult. Maybe I'll do a D&D stream at some point, but a D&D Discord night would be too... It's like, you can't... Like, once it gets past, like, 6 players, it's almost unmanageable. Because it takes forever. Do you know what I mean? It'd take forever to, like, especially if you got into combat, because it's turn-based, isn't it? Exactly how it is. The combat is exactly how it is in Baldur's Gate. So it's like, do you imagine doing that with 20 people? It's impossible. You couldn't do it. But I'll tell you what, if any of you guys in the Discord want to play D&D, by all means you can use the video channel in the Discord to do so, because you can play it online. So what you do is you create a D&D Beyond account, and then in Google Chrome you download the D&D Beyond extension, and then so you'll have that open. Your D&D Beyond will be open with your character sheet. This is how we play it every Friday. And then in another window you'll go onto a website called Roll20, and then that's your tabletop, basically. So that's where everything is. But even then, you don't really need that. You don't even have to have that. That's just more of a visual aid. But Jacka, Moderator Supreme, last Queechling standing. Official Atomic. Yeah, there's some people who do like 3 people, and if those characters die, they get replaced by the next person. It sounded interesting. You could do that, but then the only way you'd be able to is if the Dungeon Master was being particularly ruthless. Like, particularly ruthless. Because I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons since COVID, and I've never had a character die. None of my characters have ever died. That's how rare it is. So, like, but that's the way that we play it. We play it very role play heavy. Like, there'll be sessions where we don't even have fighting, because it's just been like, we've just been mooching around the city, like, doing stuff. Do you know what I mean? So there'll be like sessions where there's not even any combat. So to do it like that, it'd have to be like old school Dungeons and Dragons, where it's a really, really difficult dungeon and it's just constant dungeons. Do you know what I mean? And for me, that kind of takes the role play out of it. That's more, do you know what I mean? It's just fight after fight after fight after fight after fight, because otherwise no one will die and no one will get a look in. Do you know what I mean? Chaka, what is your character? My character at the moment is called Baldrog Mincemeat, and he's an orc fighter barbarian. And his backstory is that he was a bouncer. He was a bouncer at a pub in a town called Fandolin, and basically this gang of like criminals basically came into the town and like beat the shit out of him, and like took over the pub and were like causing shit in the town and that, and He beat the shit out of Balrog and kicked him out of the town, basically. And then Balrog met up with like a group of adventurers, let's call them, which is the rest of the party. And we ended up having to come back to Phandalin, which is Balrog's hometown. And we went to a bar and found out that the gang was still at the old pub. So Balrog, obviously, I decided that I was going to go and challenge the leader of this gang to a one-on-one fight in the pub. And if I won, then they all had to leave. And the leader of this gang was called Magnificent Tom. So I was having a fight with him, and Steve's character decided that he was just gonna use his magic and Eldritch Blast this guy while I was fighting him. So obviously that meant that the 1v1 was off, and then there was this massive brawl in the pub, like, and we're all fighting, and then we killed them all, and I beheaded the I cut the guy's head off, and then we took over that pub and turned it into a proper business. So now we have a real pub, like, and the guy's skull is on a spike outside the pub, like, as a warning. Yeah, Balrog Mincemeat he's called. But yeah, he's a pisshead as well. He loves an ale, does Balrog. He's always drinking. He taught Gav's goblin character how to drink what beer was. I also tripped up and fell into a shrine and destroyed the shrine completely by accident, because one of the other characters in our party, who's a wizard, cast enlarge on me and turned me massive, and I was running and tripped up and fell headfirst into a shrine and completely destroyed it. My character has a magic sword that's completely made out of stone, and like once per day he can use its ability, which is like when he smashes it onto something, it causes a magic effect called tremor. Like, it's like an earthquake, basically. And I used it. I used it once. I used it once to bring a roof down on a dragon's head to trap a dragon so we could escape because we were all getting killed. So basically what happened was we went to this town because we heard that there was a dragon there. And basically this dragon fucking came and, like, it was kicking the shit out of all of us. We were all, like, nearly dying. One of our other party members was literally, like, he ran into a house to take cover. So this dragon put its head in through the window and just breathed poison gas into the entire building, which, like, fucking dropped him immediately. So he was gonna die. So we were like, there's no way we can win this fight. We can't beat this dragon. It's like I'm like the tank, basically. I'm the one that takes and deals, like, damage. And I was, like, on, like, 2 hit points left. And then our other character was about to die in this house because of all the poison gas. So while the dragon had its head in this through this window, I ran up its back, jumped in the air, and brought my sword down on the roof, like, and used my my earthquake, like, sword's ability, and it just fucking smashed the fucking roof of this building, and it all collapsed down onto this dragon, trapping it by the neck. And then the other wizard used a magic spell to lift up our friend who was dying, lift his body up, and like pulled him out of the out of the building, and then we just fucking dusted it. We just ran. But yeah, it's fucking amazing. I love it. I fucking love it. It's so good. My character also has a crown. Has a crown that well, technically it's 2 crowns that were fashioned together by the blacksmith in the town, because I killed and beheaded 2 goblin kings and took their crowns, and then the blacksmith in our town like fashioned them together into 1 crown that he wears, like, and this crown like makes goblinoids like terrified of him when they see it, like when they see the crown. Because it's 2 crowns from 2 dead goblin kings. It's so good. Steve's character's a nightmare. Steve's character is a fucking nightmare. A walking nightmare. Yo, Byron, how you doing, mate? Just talking about Dungeons and Dragons. Like, Steve's character is a fucking nightmare. Called Kareem. And he's a gnome. And he's a total bastard. He's a total bastard. Like, a total bastard. Like, an absolute bastard. He killed one of our other party members. Like, he actually killed one of our party members. Like, actually killed him. Like, not on purpose, but just did. Like, and then like lied about it. It was like basically acting like he hadn't. It's fucking mental. It was fucking crazy. It was fucking crazy. Honestly, I've never seen anything like it. But he had another character as well. That was in a campaign we did like a couple of years ago. And his character was a gnome again, called Peaches McWiggly, right? And he was like the most villainous character I have ever seen. Ever. Like, the shit he did was fucking outrageous. He'd walk around with a string around his neck that had the testicles of things he'd killed. You know, like Dolph Lundgren in fucking Universal Soldier, where he has that string around his neck and he has ears around his neck. Well, Steve's character Peaches had that, but balls. And he fucking we found this like secret village of like really friendly mountain gnomes, right? And they took us in and they threw like a big celebration, you know, for us being there and stuff. It was like really cool. And Steve's character was a forest gnome, right? And for some weird reason, Steve's character decided that these mountain gnomes, they're looking down on me. They think I'm not. They think that forest gnomes aren't as good as mountain gnomes, right? So in the middle of this celebration, this big party that these mountain gnomes had thrown in our honor, Steve's character decides, I say Steve's character, Steve decided that he was gonna sing a song for the occasion, right? So he gets up and he starts, right? And I swear to God, this was one of the greatest things I've ever witnessed, right? And off the top of his head, he does this freestyle rap, right?
and he tells the entire story of everything that we've done up until this point, and it all rhymes, and it was all off the top of his fucking head. And then the last line of it, and I can never remember what it was that he said, but the last line of it was like a threat. And as soon as he said it, like, I just looked at like the Discord video, because we're all in a Discord, and every single person in the Discord, like in the party, just went, "Oh no!" Like, and then he goes, and I pull out my wand of magic missiles and I point it right in the face of the leader of the mountain gnomes, point blank range, by the way, and I unload all 12 shots right into his face, right, and fucking blasted this gnome with like, and magic missiles, like what, 3 shots each, so it was like 12 times 3, so it's like fucking what, 30, I don't even know how many it is, fucking loads of fucking shots, all point blank range, like in this guy's face, right, 36, there you go, 36 shots of magic missile point blank range into this poor gnome's face, who was the leader and had decided to had welcomed us and thrown us this party. Blasts him right in the face, right, and we were all just like,